Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you. What's hidden? All right, thank you. Outcome and advice. All right. Let's take a look at what we've got here and the overall energy. Ooh, 7 of Wands in reverse and 10 of Swords in reverse. Ten of Swords, a fortune after difficulty. Painful ending. So someone had a very painful ending when they were vulnerable, unprotected. They didn't have their guard up because maybe it was someone they didn't think they needed to protect themselves from. And it feels like someone took advantage, created a very painful ending while someone was unprotected, someone was vulnerable. But I don't like this at all. Yeah, a bully. 5 of Swords, someone who's willing to win at any cost. Geez, it feels like you were with someone who's a bully. You were vulnerable, couldn't protect yourself, and this person took advantage of that. Bullies don't punch towards someone at their own level. They definitely don't punch up. This is someone who punches down. You were vulnerable, unprotected, and that's when they struck. 10 swords worth. This feels like overkill. 6 of Cups in reverse. Feels like someone you've known for a long time. This is child wounds. Ooh. All right. 2 of Pentacles. There's some shift. This is definitely someone who juggles people. This bully. It's a lot of Taurus energy coming out with King of Pentacles with their back turned and the Hierophant coming out. What I'm getting here, this feels like your energy, no matter what sign you are. It feels like you've turned your back on this bully, someone who played you, took advantage of you, like really took advantage of when you were the most vulnerable, and you didn't expect this from this person. So feels like that's a painful ending that's happened. Looks like you've turned your back. You're focusing on what you're wanting to create, abundance, stability. It's really worked for you. Following your excitement. Feels like once you left this environment after this painful ending, there's definitely fortune after difficulty. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Feels like you're following your highest excitement. Some of you, it feels like, went into learning something, teaching something, creating new agreements, new ways of seeing things going forward. because you're not moving forward with that type of energy. It's really weird. I'm getting a message that whoever this bully is that created a painful ending doesn't look like you want to move on with them. But it feels like this person thought you would never move on. That's what they were trying to create. So you couldn't move on. They struck when you were the most vulnerable, unprotected, didn't see it coming from this person. They juggled you, created a very painful ending, and they didn't expect you to move on or move away. Maybe because they thought that you were too afraid to be alone, unwilling to, there's something here. Oh, there might also be a financial aspect where they, or they're making it difficult with the finances. This bully created a very painful ending when you were the most vulnerable. They didn't want you to move on. They wanted you to be completely challenged, unable to support yourself. Jeez. It doesn't look like that worked. It looks like you took a different option. You turned your back on this energy, focused on a new beginning, what excites you, what brings you joy, and started finding a lot more flow, creating new connections, creating maybe new traditions even. And this past, this past person, Judgment reverse, Knight of Wands reverse, Devil card, Wheel of Fortune reverse. Okay. This past person's so critical of you, so judgmental. There's no expansion. This person, it feels like you're, from their vantage point, from what I'm reading, you're the problem. They created a whole judgment on you. This feels like someone very reckless, and they were so assured of this. Very toxic person. It looks like they're now in lesson. This is such a toxic way of being. And it feels like at some point you were close to this person. I don't think you expected this person to treat you this cruelly. And know that you're vulnerable. Know that you can't protect yourself. Think you figured out you were in lesson with this person. You were in a toxic connection. This person can't even see you. They're projecting all that they can't have about themselves onto you. Boy, this is a lot. This is a lot. Yeah. All right, let's look at what's hidden. We've got the Page of Wands showing up again. This is the second time in your reading. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Again, a lack of protection. Nine of Pentacles reverse. And then the Knight of Wands coming out as a challenge to these energies. This is in what's hidden. You were completely unprotected, financially devastated by this person's actions. They wanted you dependent. Your challenge was to follow your excitement, Jeez. To world build, to go after and create what you prefer. And to pull your, it feels like you pulled your energy from this person's. They tried to devastate you financially. It doesn't look like that lasted because you look stable, secure once you turned your back. There's something about you following your excitement, your passion, following something that's very exciting and passionate led you out of this situation, helps you focus on what you can control, you, and detach from this person. There's a lack of love. I mean, Ace of Cups in reverse. There's no flow. There's no love. I think you recognize, I mean, this person revealed themselves in a very clear way. I think they were hidden to you before this discard. It's like this person was just done with you. And there's no care, no love. It's almost like they're mad. That, jeez, someone who's the closest to you took advantage of you when you were vulnerable, and it's like they turned against you. They didn't see anything, any value. They didn't see you as an option, and so now they're going to completely decimate you. It doesn't look like you are in agreement with that plan with the Six of Wands. You just keep following your passion, your excitement, and building new you. World building. And it looks like very quickly it leads to public success. Moon card. There's so much hidden. You pulled your energy away, your time, your attention from this person that's very comfortable with lying and deception, that just rushes in. I just keep getting this message that you just kept detaching from, releasing burdens, and you turned your back. Queen of Pentacles now showing up with her back turned to this energy. In the 3D, it feels like you didn't engage. You just realized you're not protected. There's nothing that you could do. There's no protection for you. And I think you realize that there's no way you can fight this. Feels like you just clocked. All right, now I know who you are. And you went elsewhere and rebuilt. And boy, did it work. You rebuilding. I think fighting this person, you were vulnerable. You didn't have any protection. You couldn't fight it. I think you went along with it. What can you do? There's no protection for you. So you went elsewhere. Followed your highest excitement, creating new agreements, building your fortune. There's a lot of pentacles and wands here. Following your excitement, releasing the burdens of this, going after what you prefer. In the outcome and advice, we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Again, that's the second time the Ace of Cups in reverse. Feels like you have learned to not give from an empty cup. That's not loving. Feels like when you were exhausted, when you had given everything and you had nothing left to give, this person's mad that you don't have anything left to give. They feel very entitled. That's not love. This person wants your flow, wants your energy, wants your care, but they don't fill you back up. And then once you're completely empty and you don't have any options, then they discard you in the cruelest way possible to kind of finish you off. And I get the feeling that you spent a lot of time loving this person, pouring into this person. And so this feels personally devastating to have this outcome. Feels important that, yeah, they created injustice. If they can't get you to give more, this feels like a very demanding, bully energy. Feels like they were utilizing your unhealed wounds from childhood to manipulate you into overgiving. Anything more about the injustices with justice reverse in the outcome? Oh, nice. So it looks like you're working on your 10 of Pentacles, your legacy. Your finances, it feels like, have improved incredibly since leaving this person's energy. I think you're now seeing this person for who they are. It feels like they might have created a bait and switch around the relationship. They love bombed you, told you everything's great until some commitment. And the more you committed to this person, with, you know, getting engaged, getting married, having children, it feels like the further you went in with this person, the more unhappy you became. Now you understand. Now your ducks are all pointing in the same direction. So things are really starting to flow. There was a lot of confusion around this relationship, but now you see clearly. And you've taken a new step in a new direction, and you're no longer investing in this person, this relationship, and these types of people. It's difficult lessons, but you're coming out on top. So, hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.